There's a lot of stuff you can do with playlists and smart playlists. I didn't really start playing around with this, though, until I had a problem that I had to fix. And so I'll show you what this was all about. I've been listening to 365 DAO, and as you can see, it's a bunch of episodes, and they're all very short, 2 minutes or less. And what happens in both iTunes on the desktop and on your iPod, when you get to the end of the podcast, I'll just jump ahead here to the finish, and you've only got a couple seconds left. And in podcasts, for some reason, it doesn't just automatically jump to the next one. See, this is finished, but it just stops dead, and we've got nothing. And so you have to drill down and start up the next episode. Now, if you're in your car, this is a real pain, every 2 minutes having to reach over and drill all the way back down into podcasts and get something rolling again. So there's an easier way to do this. The short, easy way to do it is to go to File and create a new playlist. And you'll see it'll create it. We've got to move down a little bit lower here. And we will call it, just call it DAO. And we can go back to the podcast library and grab all these and just drag them right over there. And so now the cool part is we've got a playlist, and as one of them's playing, again, I can just jump ahead here so you can see the behavior in action. But as the podcast wraps up, 1 second to go, and bang, it just starts playing the next one. So we're all ready to go. So that's great. Playlists are great. It's also great for DJing. You can just throw the songs you want in there and listen to, your favorite mixes. But now to get even more powerful, let me jump back up here. You can go to File, and we'll go to New Playlist, New Smart Playlist. And here you can set up some query rules. And so for ours, we're going to do podcast is just off the screen, but I'll grab that. So podcast is true. So this rule is only going to apply to podcasts. And you can go to the plus sign here and continue to add rules. And so for this one here, we're going to grab, play count is 0. So that's for stuff that's never been played. And you can limit it to the number of podcasts you want. And let's say you continue to add plus too if you want. This is a good one. If maybe you're going to be on the treadmill for 30 minutes, you might want to go all the way down to time and grab ones that are less than 10 minutes. And that way you'll get at least 3 and you'll be covered. But we don't need to go that far. Oh, another popular one too, and in fact, this is one that Christopher had mentioned that he uses himself, is artist contains, and you could list, say, Penn, Chapman, Bryper, Griddle Cake, anything that you listen to, artists that you listen to, you can add those there, so your list will only include stuff from those artists. But again, this is enough just to demonstrate what we've got going on. And you can see now we have this untitled playlist, and you can give it a great name like New Podcasts. And you'll see here, and as a matter of fact, it grabbed all of Greg's first, so they're all stacked up. But again, we could, let me show you this here. You could take and sort by the artist if you wanted to, so that you'd only get Greg's stuff, but this gives you a fresh list. And now, because this is dynamically updated, as we listen to them, that play count will jump up to 1, and they'll no longer qualify for this. And so next time you sync, you're going to get the fresh stuff all over again. So I'd like to thank Mr. Penn for giving me the idea and a blog comment over at Ronin Marketeer to do the screencast. And you can catch up with him over at the Financial Aid Podcast. But that's the logo for the podcast. He does not look like that. So thanks for watching.